Hello, namaste, assalamu alaikum, welcome to Cricket for Us. And yes, Pakistan have won the Tri-Series final versus New Zealand by 5 wickets and 3 balls left. And I'll tell you what, after the end of the first innings, which is what I covered in the live commentary session, you can see it up here or maybe even in the link in the description, but I'll see if I attach it in there. Anyways, let's start from the beginning. This match was the final of a week-long tri-series competition between Pakistan, New Zealand, and Bangladesh. Bangladesh unfortunately didn't win any matches. New Zealand, first match Pakistan faced against them, Pakistan beat them. Then Pakistan lost to New Zealand. And then in this match, New Zealand looked like they were back in the same form they were in that second T20I. The way they came out to bat, the way Finn Allen batted, the way Kane Williamson back in form, the way he was smashing the ball was just outstanding. His small partnerships with players like Glenn Phillips, Mark Chapman, and then overall the course of that innings did look like a standard total setting kind of innings until the last 5 to 6 overs, because that's where Pakistan kind of kicked into gear. And the large reason for that was because Shadab Khan picked up the wicket of Kane Williamson. Yes, Kane Williamson was dropped earlier by Babar Azam on the bowling of Muhammad Nawaz. Unfortunate. Can't really do much with that, right? It's Pakistan going to happen. But if we look at Shadab Khan's bowling, he wasn't bowling anything bad, but they were taking advantage and hitting him at around 9 and over. But in that particular over, I think it was the 16th over, he came back, picked up the wicket of Kane Williamson. And then even though Jimmy Neesham came in and it was Michael Bracewell and, Mark Chapman as well, that did not halt Pakistan trying to come back into the game, right? Pakistan picked up 2 to 3 wickets in the first 10 overs, but that didn't settle the deal. That didn't do much from a run scoring stopping perspective. What it did do was Kane Williamson just kept going. He batted at the end of it. He scored 59 of 38, and he played like the Kane Williamson we know and love, right? In his first 5 balls, he had 4 boundaries, which is outstanding. So yeah, back to the last 5 overs, the death as they call it, and Pakistan changed things up. Haris Rauf bowled the final over, Naseem Shah bowled the second last over, and Mohammad Waseem Jr. bowled the third last over. And the transition of how well Naseem Shah came back after being hit for 24 in the first 2. Yes, he picked up a wicket and then comes back and only goes for 14 in his last 2 overs, picking up a very crucial wicket as well. So he bowled very, very well at the death. And then you have Haris Rauf 2 for 22 in his 4 overs, coming back after a resting period and genuinely showing everyone, not just the Pakistan team or this final, just putting everyone in the T20 World Cup on notice. And I don't say that very easily. I usually don't say stuff like that, but he bowled spectacularly well. He was very, very good. Considering Pakistan were going into a direction that they had to chase 190, they pulled him back to like 163. So fantastic from Pakistan, 163 for 7 New Zealand. And when Pakistan came out to bat, unfortunately, this wasn't the most fluid innings from Rizwan or Babar. The first 2 to 3 overs, Pakistan was all right, but then Bracewell comes in off spin, genuine off spin, gets Babar Azam out. Shan Masood gets stuck at the pitch. Also, guess who gets him out? Bracewell. He's 2 for 14 in his 4 overs. Huge impact, according to Cricket Info and according to me. But then Mohammad Nawaz walks in at number 4. Mohammad Rizwan is going at his leisurely pace, and unfortunately today, he wasn't able to score a 50 like he has in so many matches for the past 10, 15 games, not even 10, 15 games. In the last 2 years, he scored so many 50s, but today he got out around 39 and not striking very quickly. But Mohammad Nawaz took the reins. He had 3 sixes in his innings, 38 of 22. Then Heather Ali came in after the wicket of Mohammad Rizwan, and Heather Ali played the way that you expect and want Heather Ali to play. He scored 31 of 15. When he came in, Pakistan needed 11 and over. When he got out, Pakistan needed 8 and over to win the match. That's how much of a huge, huge burden it was off from a Pakistani perspective. That impact, that effect of Heather Ali playing well, the middle order doing well, really, really eases up the Pakistani mindset. They only scored 60-odd runs, I think, in the first 10 overs, and then scored 100 runs in the next 10, largely due to one, Mohammad Nawaz I've already mentioned, and Heather Ali, I've already mentioned him. But the last piece of the puzzle, no, it's not Asif Ali because he got out one by scoring 1. It was Iftikhar Ahmed. He scored the winning runs. He scored 25 of 14 and helped Pakistan kind of cruise to victory at the end of it, which you don't expect Pakistan's middle order to perform because they haven't properly performed consistently for a while. But when they do stuff like this, it's like you have so much potential. Why can't they do this in almost every single game? Of course, you don't expect them to. You expect them to work out, let's say, about 30 to 50 times, 50% of the time. But it's been more like 10%, which is why it's so frustrating. But today they worked. It fired off everyone. Everyone was pumped up about Pakistan middle order. Nawaz striking above, all three of these guys, by the way, striking above 150. Kind of like mind-blowing in the best possible way. I think they're all striking above 170, not even 150. So the strike rate disparity is kind of coming back into play, that, oh, the top three, even if they're not striking really well, the middle order comes in and blasts it off. And a genuine, fantastic, terrific chase from a Pakistani team that I was kind of scared about before I went offline. And yeah, there we have it, folks. Pakistan won the Tri-Series final. And this is a really positive step moving forward into a very important T20 World Cup. In like the first game is in less than in about a week for Pakistan. So yeah, Pakistan versus India on the 23rd of October. Cannot wait for that. Cannot wait for Pakistan to potentially perform like this. And I understand sometimes you want to say, oh, Shadab comes in at 4, Nawaz at 4. Like I said before I ended my stream, you have to highlight the roles, not the positions. If the roles have been correctly defined, the position doesn't matter. As long as you can fulfill your role, then that's all that matters. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about this match, this series, the T20 World Cup coming up. I'm really, really excited. Thank you, and until next time, take care.